Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the place where I help entrepreneurs and business owners dominate their niche without dominating their time. So if you want to find out exactly how to dominate your niche without dominating your time, stick around and I'll show you 3 very simple tips that will explode your social media presence. And stick around to the end of the video because I have an amazing offer that will cost you nothing. Nada. The more I'm investigating the various platforms for me to market on, the more I'm finding out how they are limiting my audience, the ones who are seeing my posts. Now, I don't know about you, but that kind of bothers me a little bit. What do you think? Yes, I understand why they're doing it because there are millions and millions of posts being posted every day and our timelines would just go on forever. And so they don't want that and we don't want that, so they're trying to be selective about who they show it to, but that kind of cuts down our promotion, doesn't it? So how can we be more positive over this? How could we show ourselves in front of more people without anyone else deciding who we should be shown in front of? Right? Does that make sense? I think so. So if you want to be in control of a growing number of people viewing your product and services, then stick around because I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. And please, in the interim, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, please comment down below and I'll answer all your questions. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and then click the little bell so you'll get notified when my next video comes out. So one major way you could be in control of an ever-increasing audience that will see your products and services is to repurpose your existing content. So what does that mean? That simply means take whatever existing content you currently have and change it into another format. That's the simplicity of it. Now the piece that you pick to repurpose should be a piece that's very popular with your viewers. You got a lot of hits, you got a lot of likes, you got a lot of comments on it, things along those lines, right? And it should also be evergreen, not something that's time sensitive, like a Christmas thing or a 1969 thing or whatever, okay? So it should be evergreen. In other words, it can just span time. Now, why should you repurpose your existing content? And what does it have to do with making yourself more known and being in control of your audience and who sees it? Well, I'll tell you, different people prefer different mediums. Some like blog posts, some like videos, some like audio when they're driving their car. So different people have different preferences. So it's best for you to be on all those mediums so you have all this extra exposure. Now the point here is not to overwhelm you with more work. You already did the work. All we want to do now is just take your work and disseminate it further so you get more exposure. All right, so I'm going to give you a perfect example to make this a little more real to you. All right, very real life example. Here we go. So let's say your buddy invites you over to watch a football game and you feel compelled to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cook a pizza for us to eat during the game. So you cook this pizza and you really put a lot of work into it. You put pepperoni and you put the sausage and you put the meatballs and you put mushrooms and you really went to town on it and you put a lot of work on it and came out fantastic. And you take it over to your friend's house and you guys are eating and he goes, "This is fantastic. This is unbelievable stuff." So you just produced a fantastic product and gave it to your friend and he said, "Wow, this is fantastic. You make great pizza." And he's probably going to tell his friends about it, which is a good thing. So what you need to do is you need to produce a good product so that whoever you give it to, promotes to their friends. So the original purpose here was you made a pie and you ate the pie with your friend. Now, you could repurpose that pie by cutting it into 8 different slices and giving out the slices to different people. And each one of those will go, "Hey, this is a great pizza. You make awesome pizza." And each one of those 8 people now tell their friends. You get the idea? So you've already put in the work of making the pizza, but now you're disseminating it amongst more people. That's all you're doing with your content. You already made the content. Now you're gonna take it and slice it up and reformat it and do whatever, and then just put it on different mediums to disseminate it further. You get the concept? That's really all this is. All right, now on to the 3 tips I promised you. Tip number 1, break up your most popular content. That could be a long blog you had, it could be a video, it could be an audio. Take them and chop them up into sections. Of course, each section has to make sense in and of itself. And you could tweet it, you can put them on Instagram, the video is short enough. So you can do these things. They're very, very simple. It doesn't require much work to just chop them up and redisseminate them all over the place. You could even use those segments that you chopped up as a teaser to drive it back to your original post or your original video or your original audio. You can do that too. Tip number 2, convert your content into another medium, such as converting your video into an audio file, which you can then upload to a podcast system, such as LiveSync. Or you can take your video and take the transcript and make a blog post out of it and upload that to something like medium.com, or if you have your own website, you can put the blog post on there. You can also make your blog post into an audio file by just reading the blog post. Or if you don't want to read it yourself and you feel uncomfortable with it, then hire someone who has a good voice, Fiverr.com or something like that. I'm sure it costs you a few bucks to basically just read your blog post and make an audio file out of it and post it on something, like I said, LiveSync. Simple. You could even take your audio file and make a video out of it. Maybe you could have your picture in the background as the audio is going on, or you could have, if you want to somehow get the words to go on the video along with the audio, you could do that too. Or have appropriate pictures rotate in the background as the audio is going on that matches sort of what you're saying. You could do something like that. It's totally in your imagination to do whatever you want. It's very, very easy to do. Now you can also take a bunch of videos that you've done and you can kind of make them into an ebook. Or you could do that with your audios. You have to transcribe it and make it into an ebook. Like, you've made these things already. Just compile them into something like an ebook, and then you could sell it that way, or give it out that way, or post it that way, whatever you want to do. All right, tip number 3, vital. Somehow you have to compile an email list of people who are visiting your site, visiting your video, listening to your audio, your blog post. Somehow get them to a landing page, an attractive one, and capture their email address. Because your email address is your real estate. If everything else goes down, there's no Facebook, there's nothing, you always have your email list that you can email to, and that's vital. So the other part of this is you can take your snippets of little things like, your posts and tweets and things like that, and you can email them out once a day or once every other day to your subscribers. That's another way you can get them to stay in communication with you, and you can disseminate your material, the material you've had already, in a new unit of time. You get it? So it's very, very easy to do this stuff, and you don't have to do a lot of work. All right, so if you still haven't decided on which social media platform to promote your services or business, definitely see my video called How to Choose the Best Social Media Platform for Your Business. A definite C. And if you want me to teach you and show you exactly how to repurpose your existing content, click on the subscribe, click on the little bell so you get notified in my next video, and that's when I'll tell you all how to do that. Now here's the offer I promised you at the beginning of the video. If you subscribe to my Facebook group, the link is down below, I will personally help you repurpose any of your materials. No charge. All right? That's an offer you can't refuse. Anyway, join the group. I'll help you out, answer any questions. Let's go for it. All right? See you soon. Ciao.